Ilia Topuria just said he can submit Islam Makhachev. Yeah, you heard that right. In his latest interview with Ariel Helwani, he didn't just call people out, he disrespected half the division. And what he said about Arman Tsarukyan, that might have crossed the line. Let's break this down clip by clip. What's up guys, welcome back. Today we reacting to Ilia Topuria on Ariel Helwani's show, and trust me, this one gets wild. Let's start with the craziest moment. Topuria goes straight at the champion Islam Makhachev, and listen carefully to what he says here.
The potential fight against Islam. Could I ask you regarding that, were you going to have to give up the lightweight title in order to fight him if that fight came to fruition for June 14th?
What you said?
Were you going to have to give up the lightweight belt if they were going to book you versus Islam? Were you going to have to give up the lightweight belt, or are they going to let you keep it?
Not really. They would let me keep it.
Okay, because usually these days, like even
this is a completely different situation than the situation that I had when I was fighting in the featherweight division. Like I was very honest to them when I wanted to move up. I was like, listen, I want to live this belt because I'm never gonna come back to the featherweight division because I really want to change the weight class. But if I will move up to the welterweight division, it's gonna be different because after that fight, I would come back to the lightweight division.
So we've heard, you talk about your tweets. I've seen Islam's tweets. I've seen your manager, Malki Kawa's tweets, one of your managers, Ali Abdelaziz, Dana White. Can you tell, what is the real story? Why isn't this fight happening on June 14th?
Listen, I don't know the real story. What I know is that since the first phone call that I get, I had like two options, Islam and Justin Gaethje. And we said like, we want Islam because it's bigger fight and all that. Then the day before that they were like about to announce the event, they called me in the middle of the night. They wake me up and they told me Islam is injured. Something happens with his hand or I don't know what, and you are gonna fight Justin. Like Malki Kawa, he had to go like through a lot of negotiations, like with every fight that we close, and finally I'm fighting Justin. That's the story from my side. That's all I know.
When you came to that realization, were you disappointed?
Not really. As I told you before, like whatever happens, it's good for me. It's Islam, good. It's Justin, good. The result is gonna. It didn't happen yet.
What about the fight against Islam? In your opinion, how would it have played out?
Like. When I get the opportunity to fight with someone, I always used to think about what can I do to really shock the world. So with Islam, I'm like, to shock the world, I have to submit him. So this is what I think that's gonna happen. I'm gonna take him down and I'm gonna submit him.
Wow. Early, late, what are you feeling?
Wow.
Yeah, like your promotion. Wow,
I know that, listen, I know that inside yourself, maybe it sounds a little bit weird, like strange, like, listen, how you're going to take him down, how you're going to submit him. But don't be surprised when you are going to see that happen.
I'm not doubting you, by the way. It's just not, you don't hear every day someone say, yeah, I'm going to go out and submit Islam Makhachev. He's that good, especially on the ground.
He's good. Everyone is good. Justin is good. Alex is good. Charles is good. Max is good. Everyone is good. But I'm different.
Fair enough.
Alright, pause. Did he just say he's going to submit Makhachev? That's insane. We're talking about one of the most dominant grapplers in the UFC right now. Confidence is one thing, but this is a whole different level. And it only gets crazier from here. Now this is where things get heated. Topuria starts talking about Arman Tsarukyan, and yeah, he does not hold back. This is where things get personal. Topuria absolutely goes off on Arman Tsarukyan, no filter at all.
Can I be honest with you, Ilia? That's a great fight. I really want to see you versus Arman.
Yeah.
I
It will
want
be
to
a
see
great
that
fight.
just as much. So the idea of you moving up is great too, but I think Arman should be fighting you on June 14th. I think he's the number one contender. What do you think of that?
Listen, as I said in many interviews, I just got the call. They offered me Islam or Justin. I picked Islam. Then they told me that Islam was injured.
Sure.
I was said that I was facing Justin. If they call me tomorrow and they tell me that Justin is injured and I have to fight Arman, I will fight Arman, no problem. If they call me and they tell me that Arman is injured, I have to fight Ariel, I'm gonna fight Ariel,
Please
no
don't.
problem. Like I can, I go whoever, whenever, just I'm ready for whoever.
Since you last fought and he last fought, Arman has done a great job of getting himself out there through social media and wrestling matches. Have you been impressed with? Because I feel like now he's a bigger star, which makes the fight even bigger.
I'm really impressed of how dumb he is.
Oh, tell me why.
He's a retard. I don't know. He looks like a kid. He's a kid. Like his mentality. He's dumb as fuck. I don't know. Everything that I saw about him in the internet, it's embarrassing. A little bit.
Like what in particular? What makes you feel like he's dumb?
I don't know. I don't know. Just fuck Arman. Who cares about him?
Okay.
I don't care.
Do you feel like the fight is bigger now, though?
But the thing that I don't like is like when they play that they rich and they show all that money, and it's like, bro, you don't even rich. You that poor that the only thing that you have is money, and you are spending your father's money, not even yours. So you know what I mean. He's a fucking kid.
You tweeted after his last fight, Arman, every time we see each other in person, you freeze up like a scared duck with no idea what to do. You know I handle you however I want. I fight whoever the UFC chooses. And remember, I slapped you and you just laughed. So can you tell us about this interaction? You posted a very quick clip, but what did you feel? What did you see from him when you saw each other?
So the day before of the video that I posted, he tweets something in Twitter, something like, if I see you the next time, I do this or that. Like, you know how they play like they all gangsters. And when we cross the paths, they are like, oh, how are you? All good. They smile. They like humble. Normal human beings. But in Twitter, everyone is a gangster. Everyone is like, oh, let's solve this in the street and all that. Bro, I'm a professional athlete. I'm not a street fighter. I'm not a gangster. You know what I mean?
Now that's personal. That's not even normal trash talk anymore. If these two ever fight, this just became a must-watch rivalry. And honestly, Tsarukyan is not the type of guy to stay quiet after this. Now this part is interesting. Topuria was asked about a potential fight with Conor McGregor, one of the biggest names in UFC history, and his response, it wasn't what you'd expect.
A month after your fight, it sounds like we're getting the return of Conor McGregor. And one could argue that that would be the biggest fight in the UFC by far, you versus him. Is this something that you're thinking about? Is this something that's on your radar?
Probably it's not on my radar, but if I get offered that about that fight, we'll see on where Conor's gonna be at that point. If he gets a win, a great comeback, he wins his next fight, and I get offered that fight, we'll see.
It's not something you'll ask for?
I never close the doors for those kind of opportunities. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Even if we are not on the same level right now, maybe on the popularity and all that, like he's popular and a lot of people knows about him, but as sports wise, we all know that he's almost done.
Do you think he beats Max?
I don't. You never know. I thought that Max was going to beat Charles, and he lost by complete domination. So I don't know. With Conor, you never know. You never know. Sometimes he goes in, he makes it look easy. Sometimes he lost to Nate Diaz. Bro, when you lose to Nate Diaz, it's very difficult to make predictions about someone like him.
Did he just say Conor is almost done? That's a huge statement. We're talking about one of the biggest superstars in MMA history, and Topuria just completely dismissed him. But at the same time, he didn't fully close the door on that fight. But I must say, this must be a banger of fight, a true GOAT fight. So here's the big question. Is Ilia Topuria the next dominant superstar? Or is he getting ahead of himself? Because calling out Islam Makhachev like that, that's not something you can take back. Let me know in the comments. Can Topuria actually back this up, or is he going too far? And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like and subscribe for more MMA content.